to the Crown Spin, where it's all about the flow. We got the hottest podcast, no need to go slow. We're here to entertain, gonna let it all show. Get ready for the situation, straight from the get-go. We got the panel flowing, got the speakers on fire, talking about the topics that everyone desires. Crown family with the king, that's our empire. Tent is contenting, taking it higher. We bring the heat, we bring the vibe, we bring the energy. The Crown Family Podcast is where it all begins.
What you want me to be sorry for? I'm not sorry. Nor am I apologizing for things I did not do. He attacked me first. He started running crazy on me first, started making all kinds of crazy videos when I wasn't doing anything, still wasn't saying anything. People were like, Storm did this, Storm said that. And I was thinking, I'm going to pray for him and God bless him. I'm going to pray for him and God bless him. And the next thing you know, you find somebody to lie and say I sexually harassed a minor, try to get them to confess. He made the whole story up. Tasha K was supposed to pay him $500. She stiffed him.
My.
Or if I don't know if I can't remember. It was either $400 or $500, whatever the case may be. And then he got on camera with me and Nosy Whole Live, and he admitted that he lied. He admitted that Storm asked him to make the whole thing up, and said Tasha K stiffed him.
My.
Last I checked, that's defamation of character. Last I checked. You can't just make up stories about people. You can't. You can't do that. You can't just make up stories about people and think somebody ain't gonna come back and say, prove it. Where are the facts? I don't have a problem with proving anything about me. I've made that very clear. What am I apologizing for? I don't even need an apology from him. I don't. I made my peace with it.
Let's talk about the Black woman piece for a second, because a lot of people believe that Storm Monroe hates Black women. And, you know, we heard that, you know, we've heard what he had to say about Tasha K. And, you know, Tasha K is alleging that, you know, he was plotting to kill you. And The only reason that he didn't is because she had to
save my life.
Her therapist, yes. He's alleging that she saved your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great. Thanks for nothing.
Do you think that Storm hates Black women? Or has something against Black women? Did you guys ever talk about his mother
No.
or Black
women?
women?
Like I told you, it was sterile. It was like it didn't exist. He did not talk about his family.
Ooh.
He didn't talk about his family. He didn't talk about his personal life. He didn't talk about anything. We talked about art. We talked about history. We talked about experiences. We talked about data facts. That's what we talked about. Like I said, the first personal thing I ever spoke to him about was asking him, was he single, and wanting to introduce him to a male friend of mine.
But why do you think that he wants to kill you and not me? I've called him gay on a number of occasions, and he has yet to. He hardly mentions my name. It's something about Black women that enrages him, that you know, that makes him react. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Men that tend to have issues with Black women tend to have issues with their Black mothers.
Mm-hmm.
And it just carries on. It carries on. I mean, honestly, the whole thing he did to Tasha K and calling her names and all of that, you know, I just thought to myself, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to her? Like, what was the point in doing that? You know, you team her till you not, and then the second that you not, she every terrible, horrible thing in the book. But she was good enough to support you. She was good enough to promote you. I've agreed with a lot of what you had to say. I don't, and you know, I have no allegiance, no care for that person. But you're absolutely right. And if you're doing that, just like he flipped and turned and did all of this on me, why would you do that to Black women? Why would you do that to Black women, period, as a Black man? Whether or not you feel connected to the community. You see the color. There's enough people. There's enough people tearing Black women down. Why would you add to it if you had love and affinity for Black women? It's not possible. It's really not possible. Like, I'm not trying to put nothing on him. I'm not trying to make it seem like he's this and he's that. I don't have to. His actions are saying it for themselves. None of us have to say anything. Look at his actions.
Absolutely. I mean, he said that he wasn't going to talk about you anymore. And, you know.
And then I find out you're talking about me some more. For what? I'm not saying anything. That's what I said at the top of this. I'm not saying anything at all. I'm not online. I'm not talking about anything. I'm not tagging. I'm not liking negative comments. I'm not doing anything. So why are you still? That's the reason why I'm speaking now. Because I'm like, you know what? Though I have a choice, I really don't consider it one. Because people have been making up their own narrative about me. So hear it from me. You want to talk about me? Hear it from me. That's why I'm here. And that's why I chose to do it with you. Because I said, if I'm going to do this, I want to do it with somebody that I can have an honest, genuine conversation with, no matter who's watching. A lot of people feel like I let them down. I'm sorry.
Do you feel like Storm's platform is failing? And that's why he's bringing you up now?
I mean,
you did help him get 1 million views. He hasn't got 1 million views on a video since. His platform hasn't grown the way that it did since you've been on it. You know, I feel like, you know, with him separating from Tasha K and the contract being over, this is him reaching back to you know, what he remembers to be, you know, a good experience. Working with you guys has been a good experience for him.
If I were greedy, if this whole thing, all of this, because please understand and please believe me when I say, this was never about money for me. It was never about money for me. I compromise money more than anything.
Absolutely.
Period.
Somebody said, did Storm Monroe pay you?
Storm Monroe, after 3 or 4 videos at that time, had made himself a nice little chunk of change.
Okay.
And he offered me money on a few occasions, and I said no. I wasn't doing it for the money. He knows that. He kept insisting, he kept insisting, he kept insisting, he kept insisting. And one day I finally said, you know what? If you'll stop asking, if it makes you feel better, fine. Truth is, my conversations with Night and Day, that's the first thing they do. I've never done a video with Night and Day, and they do that with everybody because they respect the time, and they respect the information, and they respect the transparency. That's what makes them so great. That's why I had no choice but to support and shout them out. He don't do that. He didn't do it with me, but I never asked him to. Because the truth is, I just wanted to see him be able to get away from the bad situation that he said he was in. The stifling situation that he said he was in.
Absolutely.
That's what we talked about. I told him, you don't have to depend on that woman. You don't. You found yourself an audience. You found yourself a niche. You're a talented writer. You'll do great sketches. I thought it was very interesting how he was kind of like lightweight in that video trying to give me career advice. I didn't ask for any. Whatever happens with my career is my choice. Whether I have one or not, that's on me. That's my problem. It affects me, no one else. Feel me? But it's like, man, all I ever wanted to do was see him win. That was it. I just wanted to see him win because I know what it's like to be an artist in a bad situation.
Shout out to Goomba in the motherfucking building. Hey, brother.
God bless you.
Right husband. Okay, on period. Yes, watching his queen. Oh, is that him? He right there on the passenger seat. Okay, on period. Shout out to the king and the queen in the building. Okay, on period. So let's change things up a little bit. Okay.